This video I'm going to go over the crossbow. Now the crossbow is not needed to unlock Damascus, and I wasn't going to really grind it out just yet until I got Damascus first, but I have to admit I absolutely loved using this weapon. It can be frustrating at times, but once you get the hang of it, it's super fun to use. Personally, I've had two different setups for this weapon. Usually I only use one. I try to make it an all-around good weapon. But for this one, I have one basically set up for the long shots and one set up for every other camo. And right now with shipment and shoot house both 24/7, if you want to grind this gun out, now is the time to do so. I know tomorrow, on Wednesday the 5th, they're gonna start double weapon XP, so tomorrow would even be a better time to start it, just for the fact that you could grind out the levels really quick for this thing. And normally too, I recommend playing hardcore, but for this weapon I would not play hardcore at all, just due to the fact that it's a one-shot kill in core mode. So playing hardcore literally does nothing for you. You're gonna die a lot quicker. So at least in core modes you can get shot once, maybe twice, and still get the kill and survive. Whereas in hardcore, you know, more than likely one shot's going to kill you. If not, it's going to be two and you're going to be dead. So there's really no benefit to playing hardcore with this. So getting into the attachments I used, this is for I just used this to try to make it snappy and quick, and played a lot of shipment with this one. So you know, if you want to just go on a shipment and grind out all the camos for it and then do shoot house for the long shots, that's what I did. For the cable, I put the 16 stranded cable. This just helps with bolt accuracy. I didn't go with the big one just because it has less accuracy. It's got higher velocity, but you don't want to. You're not shooting, you know, long shots with this setup, so I went with this one just because it's better accuracy, and I wanted to make sure I was hitting my shots. The optic, I put the Cronin LP945 mini reflex on there. You could put whatever sight you want on. Usually I use the GI mini reflex, but I just started once I unlocked this one, and I just kept this one the whole way through. It doesn't really make a difference. The iron sights to me are a pain in the ass to use. That's why I put on this sight. For the stock, I put the Forged Tac Dart CB. That's just for aim walking movement speed. Again, I wanted to just be able to move around as best as I can. I like to aim down sight with this thing, because once you see someone, you're going to want to shoot. If not, you're going to get hosed. For the underbarrel, I put the F-Tac Speed Grip. This just helps with aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. Again, I wanted to be able to just move and shoot as fast as I could with this thing, and just make it as snappy and as quick as I could. The perk, I usually don't use weapon perks, but for this, you're definitely going to want a sleight of hand, just because this thing loads super fucking slow. So a sleight of hand is definitely going to come in handy, especially when you're going for the double kills, because without sleight of hand, you're not going to get double kills. It's hard enough to get double kills with this thing just because it is so slow. Even with sleight of hand, you just got to shoot them, reload, and shoot straight away again. It's a pain in the butt. And then for the long shots, this is what I did here. I used the 28 strand cable just to help with the longer velocity. It's like I said, you got less accuracy. You know, as long as you're center massing or aiming for the head, you're going to hit them. So I put that on. For the arms, I used the XRK Thunder 200 pound. This just gives damage range and bolt velocity again. Again, we're going for just pure long shots with this thing. This one I did put the GI mini reflex. I like it better for longer shots. For the grip, I put the XRK Precision Grip. This just helps with aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, because again, you're going to, you know, want to be able to aim a little bit better with less idle sway and whatnot. So going for the long shots, it's good for aiming stability. And then once again, I put sleight of hand on just because, you know, I played shoot house, and as compact as that map is, I wanted to be able to just get my next shot ready to go as soon as I could, just in case somebody else came around the corner. Again, I recommend playing shoot house. I don't recommend getting on the middle part and just trying to shoot across. You can hit people, but it's such a pain in the butt because the target's so low and the arrows do drop in this thing. So what I did is I sat on like the sides, especially like in the junkyard. I sat over on the far side where the minivan is, and I would like aim towards the back, and I would just let people come around the little shanty town, and I would just pick them off right there. That was my favorite spot for long shots. And then as far as the camos, spray paint, just kill 450 enemies. Believe me, you're going to kill plenty more just trying to get that damn long shot, because it's probably the worst camo out of all of these, just because it's hard to get your shots down sometimes because their bullet does, or the arrow does drop. For woodland, it's just 60 headshots. This is going to come natural, going for at least the long shots, you know, no worries. For digital, it's just kill 50 enemies while crouching. Shipment is again good one. Just crouch and just shoot everybody that comes across you. Super easy in shipment. For dragon, it's just kill 50 enemies with a single shot. Every shot's going to be, you know, one shot kill, so that'll be like your first 50 shots will be a single shot. Splinter is just 150 kills using all attachments, so you could put whatever 5 attachments you want on. Doesn't have to be the ones I've shown you. Could be any 150 or 5 attachments, just get 150 kills. For topo, this is the 50 long shots. This one took me the longest, and it took me a while too, just for the fact that last week was shipment and not shoot house, so I had to wait a whole week because I had all the camos done up until before last week started. And then when shipment came in, obviously I didn't get any long shots. You can, but it's a pain in the butt on shipment. For tiger, it's just 50 kills while mounted. Again, I recommend probably, you know, shipment, just because it's such a compact map and such a hectic map. People are going to run right in front of you the entire time, and you just mount up and shoot anybody and everybody. Stripes, 25 double kills. Again, you have to have sleight of hand on. I was never able to get a double kill without sleight of hand, so I'm not saying it's not possible, but just put sleight of hand on, because it's going to make your day a heck of a lot easier. For a reptile, just 75 kills with no attachments. Again, shipment's the way to go. There's such a short little compact map that it's going to be no problem hitting people, and just kill 75 for that. And then skulls, just kill 3 enemies without dying 25 times. Again, I played on shipment, and I just kind of would sit back and pick people off. I would shoot, duck and cover, kind of creep back out, shoot, duck and cover, just rinse and repeat, and it didn't take me no time at all to unlock this one. For an example class, what I use, especially playing in core mode, is EOD for my perk 1 slot, just to help with like explosives and stuff, especially if you're playing shipment where it's grenades and RPGs and shit is being spammed. EOD is a good one to use. I put on hardline just to help me, like, you know, get a recon planes a little bit quicker, the UAVs and whatnot, just to kind of gauge where enemies were at so I can pre-aim my shots. And then I like shrapnel just because it gives me 2 lethals, so I like to spam my grenade just like everybody else. And I recommend using the stem shot. I usually don't, you know, give advice on lethals or tacticals, because those are subject to whatever you guys want. But the stem shot is a good one, just because if someone shoots you twice, you know, and you get the shot off and kill them, you can regen your health straight away, reload, and get right back into it. You don't have to try to duck and cover and wait for your health to come back. You know, you can get right back into the action. This will help with your double kills and just kills overall. So this is exactly what I used right here to unlock this. Again, this weapon was super fun. You're gonna die a lot because it is a pain in the butt to use, but once you get the hang of it down, it's not bad, and it's super satisfying to get kills with it. I really enjoy using weapons that take some sort of skill to master. Those are my favorite type of weapons to use, so the crossbow was definitely one of my favorites in this game so far. But that's it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to give it a like. Likes always help out my videos. They make them go a long way. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, or if you just want to join the Road to Gold guide on heading to Damascus. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.